my name's Aholt, and today I'm going to be making a pasta sauce. Alright, the ingredients you're going to need for the pasta sauce is 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 onion, medium diced. You'll need canola oil to coat the bottom of your saucepan, 2 28-ounce cans of the petite diced tomatoes, 1 can of tomato paste, 1.5 tablespoons of basil, that's dried basil, and you'll need a combination of 3 cheeses. This is Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano, 4.5 ounces altogether, shredded. You'll also need 1 cup of dry red wine. Alright, what you're going to need for the pasta sauce is a large sauce pot, a hand blender, a wooden spoon, a can opener, chef knife, and a cutting board. First step for making pasta sauce is to caramelize the onions. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the canola oil and we're going to coat the bottom just enough, just to get a nice, good look. Just enough. We're going to turn it on. We'll let that heat up for a little bit, and then we'll add the onions, just until we can hear a sizzling sound. Alright, once your onions have been caramelized and you have a nice albumin on the bottom, what we're going to do next is we'll take our 1 can of tomato paste, and we're going to add it to our onions. Stir it around to get a nice coating on it. Alright, once it's mixed all together, what you do is turn the heat off. Take the 1 cup of red wine, we'll deglaze. Turn the heat back on. We'll let it reduce by half. What we'll do next is we'll add our cans of diced tomatoes. Give it a good stir. We'll wait for it to bring up to a simmer. Tomato sauce has become a bubbly simmer. What we'll do next is we'll add our dried spices. We have our salt, sugar, basil, black pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. Stir it around. And we'll reduce the heat down, and we'll let it sit and simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay, once your tomato sauce is reduced for about 20 minutes, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to puree about half of the blender. Before you puree, make sure you have the heat turned off on the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to do about half of it because I like a chunky sauce, but if you want, you can just puree all of it and just have a smooth, consistent sauce all the way through. But for me personally, I like it to be a little chunky. So what we're going to do is about half of it. So we're just going to go through like right in the middle here. And we're going to puree it until we get a nice, smooth consistency just by looks. All up to you on how smooth you want it to be. see now the difference in color just based off of the smoothness. Okay, so that looks pretty good for me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the cheese. That's the last ingredient. Turn the heat back on just a little bit. Just bring it up to a little simmer here. See it on the sides. What we're going to do is we're going to stir it around just so the cheese melts all together in the sauce. So we're going to stir it in until we no longer see the cheese. Just until it blends in with the sauce. Very nice, very nice. Almost there. Get the sides real good. And there you have it. We have a cheesy, herb encrusted pasta sauce. Thank you.